Hello everyone, you're welcome to Prevent a Solution given this nice exponential equation. So if it is your first time you come across videos from this channel, kindly subscribe, like and subscribe. Now solution from here, we have 4 to power 1 minus x. This is in the form of 8 to power n minus m, which we can transform as 8 to power n divided by 8 to power m. Now, we have on this part, we have 4 to power 1 minus 1 plus x. This is 4 to power 1 plus x. This is in the form of 8 to power n plus m, which we can express as 8 to power n times 8 to power m. Okay? So applying these two exponent properties, we'll have the first part as 4 to power 1 divided by 4 to power x plus 4 to power 1. So applying these two exponent properties, we'll have that the first part will have 4 to power 1 divided by 4 to power x plus, now the second part is 4 raised to power 1 multiplied by 4 to power x. This is equal to 10. So from here, let's multiply both signs with 4 raised to power x, so that here we have 4 over 4 to power x plus 4 multiplied by 4 to power x. This is equal to 10 multiplied by 4 to power x. The next step here, okay, let's simplify here, so that here we have 4 plus, now this is 4 times 4 to power x, okay, squared. This is equal to 10 multiplied by 4 to power x. The next step from here, we say let 4 to power x being given as k. Substituting the value of k here, we have 4 plus 4k squared. This is equal to 10k. Now, let's take 10k on the left hand side, so that we'll have 4k squared plus 4 subtract 10k. This is equal to 0. Now this is a Now we can rearrange this and form a quadratic equation as 4 to power k, 4k to power 2, subtract 10k plus 4, this is equal to 0. Now again we can factor out 2 here, 2 is common, we can factor out 2, so that this is 2k squared minus 5k plus 2, this is equal to 0. Now let's divide both signs by 2, so that now we have 2k squared subtract 5k plus 2, this is equal to 0. The next step here, we can apply factorization. That is, we can get the product. The product here is equal to 4, and the sum is equal to negative 5. So let's get the factors here. The factors here, we have negative 4 and negative 1. These are the two factors. So that now we can have 2k squared subtract 4k subtract k plus 2. This is equal to 0. Now let's factorize this. We'll have 2k here. 2k is common here. So that we'll have k subtract 2. Then subtract 1. Okay, here we can express this as k minus 2. This is equal to 0. So that now we have 2k subtract 1. Here we have k minus 1. This is equal to 0. So in this case, we have 2k minus 1. This is equal to 0. And that means that 2k is equal to 1. So let's divide both signs by 2. And in this case, that the first k, that's k1, is equal to a half. We have the second part here as k minus 2. This is equal to 0. And that means that k2, this is equal to 2. So we have two possible values of k. We have k1 equal to a half and k2 equal to 2. So let's verify from here, if you recall, we are saying that let 4 to power x being given as k. Now let's substitute the first value of, now here we have 2 to power 2x is equal to a half. Now if you have 1 over a, we can express this as a to power negative 1. applying the same thing here, we have 2 to the power 2x. This is equal to 2 to the power negative 1. In this case, we have that the bases here are common. That is 8 to the power m. This is equal to 8 to the power n. Wait. Now we have that since the bases are common here, then the exponent m is equal to n. So applying the same thing here, we have 2x is equal to negative 1. Let's divide both signs by 2. And that implies that the first value of x, that is x1, is equal to negative half. Okay? Now here we have that k1 is equal to a half. We have k2 is equal to 2. And if you recall, we assume that let 4 to the power x be equal to k. So now substituting the first value of k, that is k1, we have 4 to the power x, this is equal to a half. We can express 4 as 2 to the power 2. So that now here we'll have 2 to the power 2x, this is equal to a half. We can express a half. Remember, if you have 1 over 8, this is the same thing as 8 to the power negative 1. So this is 2 to the power negative 1. And since the pieces are common, that is 8 to the power m, this is equal to 8 to the power n. And since the pieces are common, then the exponent m is equal to n. So applying this property, then here we have 2x is equal to negative 1. So divide both signs by 2, and that implies that the first value of x, that is x1, is equal to negative half. Now let's solve the second value of x. We have k2 equal to 2. So now we have that 4 to the power x, this is equal to 2. So expressing 4 as 2 to the power 2, multiplying by x 2x, this is equal to 2 to the power 1. And again, given that the bases are common, then that means that 2x is equal to 1. Dividing both signs by 2, that means that x2 is equal to a half. Now let's verify here. Let's verify that x1 and x2 satisfies the equation. Now, if you recall, we end at 4 to the power 1 subtract x plus 4 to the power 1 plus x. This should give us a value of 10. Now substituting the first value of x, which is negative half, then we'll have 4 to the power 1, okay, subtract negative a half here, plus 4 to the power 1, okay, plus minus a half. This should give us a value of 10. Now this is the same thing as 4 to the power. That means we have 4 to the power 1 plus half plus 4 to the power 1 minus half. This is equal to 10. Now in this case, we have that 4 to the power 1 plus half plus 4 to the power 1 minus a half. This is the same thing as 4 to the power half. This should give us a value of 10. So now, here we have that this is the same thing as 4 to the power 1 multiplied by, now this is, we see that we can express 4 as 2 to the power 2. So here is 2 to the power 2 times half. Then plus 2 to the power 2 again times half. This should give us a value of 10. So here we have 4 times, now let's simplify here. So this is 4 times 2 plus 2 to the power 2. Let's simplify here. So plus 2. This should give us a value of 10. So 4 times 2, this is 8 plus 2. This is equal to 10. So it's true here is 10. That means that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. And that affirms that the first value of x, which is half, satisfies the equation. So let's check the second value of x, which is x2, which is a half. Now, given that we have x2, which is equal to half, substituting x2, we'll have 4 to the power 1, subtract half, plus 4 to the power 1, plus half. This should give us a value of 10. So 4 to the power 1 minus a half, this is the same thing as a half, plus 4 to the power 1 plus half. This is equal to to 10. Now 4 to power 1 plus a half, this is in the form of 8 to power n plus m, which we can transform as 8 to power n times 8 to power m. So applying this property, then we have 4 to power half plus 4 to power 1 times 4 to power half. This should give us a value of 10. We can express 4 as 2 to power 2. Let's substitute this. Then this is 2 to power 2 times half plus 4 times 2 to power 2 times half. This should give us a value of 10. So let's simplify here. So this is 2 plus 4 times, now let's simplify here again, times 2. This should give us a value of 10. So here is 2 plus 4 times 2, this is 8, which should give us a value of 10. So 8 plus 2, this is 10, and that shows that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side, and that affirms that the second value of x, which is x2, satisfies the equation. So x1 and x2 satisfies the equation. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and subscribe.